Ciao a tutti, ben ritrovati su Dragon Age 2. In questa puntata andremo avanti con il completare le quest legate ai nostri compagni di squadra, ma prima occupiamoci di una questione di famiglia. Prendiamoci Varric, Fenris e direi Isabella e andiamo a trovare lo zio Gamlen nella città inferiore.
Varric, how does one get made a paragon?
The assembly votes on it. Enough votes, and bam, you're a living god.
You should ask to be made a paragon of manliness.
Oh mio Dio.
I like the way you think, Ravani. But one doesn't just ask to be made a paragon.
Why not? Everyone can see you're a paragon of manliness. It's just a matter of making it official.
Vabbè, va. Ecco lo zietto caro nella nostra vecchia casa.
So you've done well for yourself. I had my doubts the first time I saw you, but I guess there was something to that hawk fellow Leandra ran off with after all. He certainly produced an amazing daughter. Your mother would be proud.
Non pensavo ci teneste tanto.
Uncle Gamlen, was that affection?
I'm feeling sentimental. We're the only family we've both got left. For a long time, I thought the Amel line in Kirkwall would end at me. I'm glad you've pulled it out of the grave.
Oh wow. Ma notiamo qui che c'è un appunto spiegazzato. Gamlen, ho trovato la gemma di Keroshek. Se la vuoi, vieni nella città oscura da solo.
Leave that alone. There are things in my life that don't actually involve you, you know. Stay out of my business, girl.
Cosa che chiaramente non faremo.
That note mentioned the gem of Keroshek. What's that?
It's nothing. Never mind.
Niente, non direi.
This gem sounds pretty impressive. It has a name and everything.
Ah, don't be stupid. I lost everything chasing that gem. Our fortune, our home, even Mara.
Mara?
Who's Mara?
She's none of your concern. That's who she is. Why don't you head back to your fancy house in Hightown and stay out of my damn business?
Cosa che chiaramente non faremo.
So I hear you think mages should be free.
Everyone should be free, not just mages.
Not everyone's dangerous.
It's not about who's dangerous. It's about having choices made for you. Don't you wish you had the choice not to have lyrium stuck under your skin?
I do.
This is silly. I don't want to argue.
Do you want to guess what color my underclothes are again?
Oh yes, that's much more fun.
Oh, Isabella, giù le mani, lui è il mio fidanzato. Andiamo alla città oscura.
Are you the ones who sent the note about the gem of Keroshek?
We were beginning to think you wouldn't show. It's rude to keep people waiting, you know? It's not like I don't got things to do.
Mi scuso umilmente.
To inconvenience an upstanding citizen such as yourself. My, where are my manners?
Don't talk down to me. I ain't stupid. See, we was hired to give you a note. But this gem of Keroshek thing the note talks about, we decided we want that instead. You better hand it over.
Sai anche leggere?
I'm surprised you know what a note is, let alone know how to read one.
I don't need to know how to read. All I need to know is which end of the sword goes where. We aren't going anywhere without that gem.
Certo, come no. Ok, sterminati questi simpatici banditi, troviamo la mazza da Wallop.
Isn't there a mallet hanging on the wall in Gamlen's house?
Quindi direi che si torna a casa di Gamlen. Città inferiore.
You seem especially broody today.
Does it bother you? Should I stop?
No, don't stop. But could you add some smouldering to the routine, just for me?
Smolder?
Oh, and while you're at it, perhaps some cold insolence.
You want me to smolder and be cold at the same time? Those don't go together.
Shush. Don't distract me with your logic.
What do you want now?
Ho una domanda per voi.
What in the maker's name is a wallop mallet?
Haven't played Wallop since I was a kid. Still got my mallet up on the wall, though. Last time I was any good at something.
Eccola qua, mazza da Wallop. Missione aggiornata, leggiamo un po'. Esamina il Venandhal, l'albero del popolo, nell'enclave elfica, che è qui dietro, quindi vicino vicino. Prima però mettiamo i punti. Quindi magia. E poi andiamo di esplosione telecinetica. Destrezza a Varric. E continuiamogli a potenziare. Qui invece forza al nostro... Anzi no, va. Andiamo a 25 di costituzione. E continuiamo a potenziare condottiero. Infine destrezza la nostra bella piratessa. No, lei non stavo prendendo questo, ma lei stavo invece potenziando attacco preciso. Ma sì, conferma.
I notice you hardly ever comment on mages and templars and such.
That's a lot of humans in skirts. I get them mixed up.
I highly doubt that. The subject comes up all the time.
Tell me about it.
And no opinion, one way or the other.
Opinions are like testicles. You kick them hard enough, doesn't matter how many you got.
That's something.
Ma è veramente tradotto malissimo sto dialogo, vabbè va. Eccoci all'enclave. Ed ecco l'albero da esaminare.
Well, we found the tree the wallop mallet's made from. Now what?
Wallop mallet? You must be the one I'm supposed to give this note to.
Un altro messaggio.
This person is like an underpaid brothel wench. He enjoys leading us on.
I was given a few coins to hand this over to whoever came asking about wallop mallets. Unfortunately, the person was hooded, and it was dark. I didn't get a good look. Obviously a human, though. No mistaking that. Even hooded, you all look alike.
A warehouse? I don't like being led around. Unless leashes are involved.
Ma
And they're not.
per andare avanti nella quest dobbiamo aspettare la notte e dirigerci al porto.
Fish, fish and more fish. Blah. Let's look for those crates.
Allora, dobbiamo guardare tra le varie casse e cercare il carico giusto. Non è neanche questo. Andiamo di qua. Questo fa parte di un codex. C'è un carico qua dentro.
Well, here are the crates we were looking for.
Something seems off. It's a trap!
Non avrei mai detto. Bene, abbiamo sterminato anche questi. Vediamo se il comandante dei mercenari ha un qualche aggiornamento. Biglietto per Gamlen.
I'm surprised they sent so many men just to capture someone like Gamlen.
It's time to end this charade.
Direi che sono d'accordo con Hawk. Adesso dobbiamo dirigerci fuori Kirkwall, in questa piccola locazione chiamata Il Pozzo.
So Gamlen couldn't even be bothered to come himself. I should have expected he'd send you, cousin.
I didn't know you had such a pretty little cousin, Hawk.
I have a cousin? Gamlen never told you. Of course he didn't. Why would he?
Sorry to interrupt this touching family reunion, but we have unfinished business here.
Veld! What are you doing here?
Meckel is dead. That bitch killed him.
Chi è che avrei ucciso?
What's a Meckel?
My brother. Meckel was my brother, and you killed him.
That doesn't make sense. Meckel was just supposed to hand over the note.
You really think we didn't read it? We know about the gem charade. Hand it over. I won't let Meckel's death be for nothing.
You let your brother go up against someone like Hawk for a stupid gem. You know what? I did find the gem, but you're not getting your pathetic little hands on it, Veld.
Fine. We'll do this the hard way.
Ma non ce lo saremmo mai aspettati, vero?
You're pretty useful in a fight.
Grazie, anche
You
tu
don't look after
cugina.
Gamlen at all.
Neanche tu.
And I wouldn't have taken you for his daughter. What with being able to fight. I guess I should take that as a compliment. My mother, Mara, she left Gamlen before I was born. He was so fixated on finding that stupid gem. I doubt he even noticed she was gone. She told me about Gamlen before she died last year. I didn't even know about him.
Parlami di questa gemma.
You told Veld you had the gem. Were you lying? Not at all. I found the gem. I managed to pull off what Gamlen couldn't.
Perché una simile farsa?
Next time you want to talk to someone, maybe try knocking on their door first. Oh yes, that sounds brilliant. Just show up on his doorstep and say, "Hi, I'm your daughter." I doubt that would go over well. I just wanted to see, I don't know, how far he'd go for something he really wanted. And then he doesn't even show up. I baited him with the one thing I thought would get his attention.
Dai, facciamo le brave. Gamlen non è poi così male.
He's got some good qualities. You might be surprised. Really? What do you think I should do?
Dovresti incontrare tuo padre.
I think you should go talk to Gamlen. Does he even know about you? I'm not sure.
Having family might be more worthwhile than you think.
Maybe give him a chance before you write
Detto
him.
da Fenris.
I think I will. Having a cousin turned out to be a good thing. Maybe having a father will too.
Andiamo a vedere come si risolve questa riunione di famiglia. Torniamo a Kirkwall e andiamo da Gamlen.
After all this, the life of a pirate's going to be a bit dull, isn't it?
I know. I'll have to steal myself another Canary relic.
The scary thing is, I don't know if you're joking.
Of course I'm joking. I'm not getting involved with those people again. No. This time I'll steal the Queen of Antiva. There's no way that could go wrong.
You've got to realize this is kind of new to me. I didn't know Mara had a baby. If I did, I would have, I don't know, gone after her or something.
She used to say I was so much like you, and I didn't even know who you were. I guess I wanted to see for myself. I need some time to think about all this, but if it's all right, I'd like to come back and talk more.
I think I'd like that. Keep, safe.
Looks like you two had a good talk.
It was bloody awkward, that's what.
Sono lieta che sia passata.
I was worried she wouldn't come find you. I think you need each other.
You know, I may not say this very often, but I'm glad you're one of the family. But seriously, next time, stay out of my damn business, girl.
Vabbè, vedremo. Finita questa riunione di famiglia, adesso andiamo a occuparci di un'altra famiglia, ovvero quella di Varric. Taverna dell'impiccato. Sentiamo un po' cosa ci dice il nostro best friend forever.
Got a minute, Hawk? I know this is ancient history, but remember that Hightown house Bartrand barricaded himself in? Bartrand doesn't exactly need the place now that he's in the sanitarium. I've been trying to sell it.
Gli acquirenti ne saranno entusiasti.
I can only imagine there's a huge market for the homes of deranged killers.
Well, the creepy sort of people who are interested are generally not the ones with the coin to take it off my hands. I found a minor noble in Ravane who bought the place sight unseen. But now there's a problem. They say the place is haunted.
Beh, lì il velo è stato squarciato.
Bartrand's atrocities must have weakened the barrier between this world and the Fade.
Maker, I hope not. I don't think I can fix the veil through applied use of force. They've noticed some minor problems. Voices whispering in the walls, apparitions, things moving on their own. My hope is it's a relic Bartrand brought back from the deep roads. We smash it and the haunting stops.
E se non lo faremo?
What happens if we do nothing?
Best case, they drag me before the seneschal and accuse me of fraud. The worst case involves Antivan crows.
Perché hai bisogno di me?
Can't you do this yourself?
Hawk, I'm a businessman. Now and then, I shoot people. I don't know anything about ghosts or magic. It's entirely possible that even if I find the thing that's causing the trouble, I won't be able to stop it on my own.
E se non dovesse risolvere il problema?
I'm not an expert on hauntings, but what if smashing something does not make the problem go away?
That's where things get tricky. You're a mage. You must know something about weird shit. I'm sure you'll be able to figure something out that will help.
Ce ne occuperemo, e direi subito.
Very well. We'll investigate the mansion. Again.
Thanks, Hawk. I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Certo che non lo farei mai, tu sei il mio best friend forever.
I still can't believe Hawk saved you.
You've been saying that for years. Would you have turned me over to the Canary?
No, but I know what they do to their prisoners.
Execute them horribly, I imagine.
The Canary waste nothing. They would re-educate you into a loyal follower of the Qun.
Could I refuse?
There's always Kamek, which turns you into a mindless laborer. Like I said, they waste nothing.
Oh.
If you wish to thank Hawk, she's standing right there.
Sono qui, sono qui.
I hear the champion.
Kirkwall di notte, città superiore. Eccoci nella tenuta. Iniziamo a girare.
Hey, is that music? Where is that coming from?
I don't hear anything.
Something in this house is restless.
Oh,
I guess the buyer wasn't kidding.
That would
wow.
be quite the trick at parties.
Where is that voice coming from?
What voice?
I can barely hear it. I wish I could make out the words.
Dragon Age 2 versione horror. Qui un'altra porta.
I don't think I can do that.
Non si può.
We get it already. House haunted. You can stop now.
We're getting closer. I can feel it, Hawk.
Sono mica qua dietro?
Look at this. My brother's junk was left here. You wouldn't know it, but Bartrand was a sentimentalist. This came from our estate in Orzammar. When I was 7, I knocked over one of Mother's plates and broke it. My brother yelled at me for an hour.
This was made by the artisans of House Saldras. The clay was from the Adro-Setuna River, which never sees the sun. Arr!
Piuttosto insolito.
He was that upset over a dish.
I don't think it was a dish to Bartrand. That stupid plate was the whole city of Orzammar to him.
Va bene, torniamo indietro, direi.
Sorry.
Oh.
This isn't being caused by some random artifact. The idol is still in the house, Hawk. It has to be.
Fantasmi. Adesso è apribile questa, vediamo. Non mi sembra succeda nulla. Questa sempre non è apribile. Questa si è aperta da sola, grazie. Neanche qui succede nulla. Beh, questo però è comodo. Vorrei avere anch'io la casa infestata se si mettesse a posto da sola. La roba. Aia! Grazie, Ferris. Non me ne ero accorto. Mi ha appena spaccato il naso. Grazie. Vabbè. Oh. Si mettono anche questi a posto? No. Vabbè.
I really should have gone to the privy before coming in here.
Merchants' Guild ledgers. Dwarves fighting over whose ancestors were the dwarfiest, whose gold is the shiniest. I never understood how he could stand it. 5 minutes with them and I need a strong drink.
Ma tu bevi sempre.
Everything makes you thirsty. Don't try to blame that on the Dwarven Merchant Guild, Varric.
You might have a point there, Hawk. Bartrand wagered everything on the expedition. Everything for the chance to escape the guild. Make enough money and the guild doesn't matter anymore. You're free. Damnation. Let's keep going.
Are you real? You've got to get out of here before it comes back.
Where's the idol?
What idol?
Don't waste my time with your lies. Tell me where it is.
Calmati.
Take it easy, Varric. She's telling us what she can.
She's hiding something, Hawk. Don't lie to me. I know it's here. You must have found it.
I swear. I don't know anything about an idol. Please. Maker, no! It's starting again!
Uh-oh.
Porina. E picchiamo il golem. No, dove scappi? Oh, mi prendi in giro. Oh, vabbè.
This is a piece of the idol. No, I should have known Bartrand would lie to me. Of course he'd keep a piece of the statue for himself. Think of what we could do with this.
Come impazzire?
I don't know about you, Varric, but I don't want to end up like Bartrand.
I'm not my brother, Hawk. The idol drove him crazy, but this is just one tiny piece. And I need this thing. 6 years of my life have gone into this. The shard is my only hope of curing Bartrand. It's my only chance to set any of this right.
Sbarazzatene.
Varric, if you keep that thing, you'll go mad. I'll have to kill you, and Bianca will be heartbroken.
You're not listening, Hawk. I know I can handle this shard.
Sei fuori di te.
I'm worried, Varric. You're beginning to sound exactly like Bartrand.
Fine. I don't really want to argue about this anyway. Take it. It's your problem now. Maybe Enchantment Boy can dispose of the thing for you. Let's go. I think I could use some air.
Andiamo subito da Sandal.
Think you can do something with this, Sandal?
Is that lyrium? I've never seen anything like that.
It's dangerous. Varric suggested Sandal might be able to dispose of it.
I think my boy can do better than that. Ooh, enchantment.
E abbiamo ottenuto quindi una nuova runa per Enchantment. Adesso andiamo a parlare con Varric. Impiccato. Varric.
Listen, Hawk. I don't know what came over me back there in Bartran's house. I'm glad you're watching my back.
Sono qui per questo.
That's what I'm here for. That and doing all the fighting.
You know what I like about you, Hawk? Your humility. What are you having? Edwina, let's get a couple of drinks here.
Parliamogli ancora.
Hawk? This is awkward.
Sei rimasto senza parole?
You? At a loss for words? I should mark this day on my calendar.
Enjoy this while it lasts. It might never happen again. Look, I just want to say, it has been an honor knowing you.
C'è qualcosa di sbagliato.
Are you about to die? Am I? Why so serious all of a sudden?
Don't panic, I just needed to get that off my chest. You know it's 6 years today. 6 years since I found you dragging your tail out of Bartran's office. Here's to whatever comes next.
Ah, che carino. Bene, risolta anche la situazione familiare di Varric, andiamo da Anders. Città oscura.
I'm going to be trying something, and I thought you'd want to be part of it. We've both been wrong. What I did with Justice was unnatural. It should never have happened.
Io veramente non ti ho mai detto fosse una cosa giusta, infatti, lasciamo stare. Hai ragione.
I'm glad you finally understand that.
I can't help mages like this. Not while I am everything the Templars fear about magic. I need to be free of this curse.
Esiste un modo?
I've never heard of anyone getting unpossessed.
I've spent the past 3 years researching the methods of Tevinter Magisters.
Why am I not surprised?
They're the only ones who have ever sought to reverse spirit possession, not just behead the victims. I believe I have a formula for a potion that can separate Justice and me, without killing either.
Quali sono I rischi?
Is it dangerous?
There are always dangers with magic. But I believe this will be worth the cost.
Beh, buona sapersi.
That was going to be my next question.
I knew you'd stand behind me in this. Even if...
What?
Nothing. I've gathered most of what I need, but there are some outlandish ingredients I was hoping you'd help me collect. A powder the Tevinters call petre, and a small amount of drakestone.
Parlami della formula.
Is it just a potion? Is there anything more to this ritual?
No ritual. Just mix the ingredients up and... boom. Justice and I are free. And we can take our rightful place among free mages.
Voglio farvi solo notare che ha detto boom, ma lasciamo stare. Drakite?
What is drakestone?
The Tevinters used to mine it for their apothecaries. There should still be deposits in the bone pit.
Petre? Petre.
Where would we find petre?
It's a crystal that forms from concentrated manure and urine.
Ew. We can't just buy it somewhere.
It's not used by mages here. There's no reason for any merchant to stock it. I suggest we search the sewers. There's an entrance not far from here in Darktown.
Nessun occhio di tritone?
We're not looking for virgin's blood or the tongue of a hanged man or anything, are we?
Well, you know Tevinters. They can't throw a Wintersend party without a human sacrifice or two. But I promise, everything in my research says there's no blood magic involved.
Togliamoci subito il pensiero e andiamo alle fogne.
We can enter the sewers from here to look for the petre. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Hold your nose. We'll have to get pretty close for me to tell what we're looking at.
Portiamoci Fenris e Varric.
I know it isn't my place to criticize, but are you sure about Fenris?
Ma
He seems less a man to me than a wild dog.
come osi? Non ti permettere.
You just don't know him.
I know as much as I'm ever likely to.
That's right, mage.
He has let one bad experience color his whole world. Surely you want someone more open-minded.
A
Come
mage
te, magari.
and a hypocrite. What company you keep.
Lascia stare il mio elfo, come ti permetti? Oltretutto siamo qui per aiutarti.
One more is vanquished.
This is it. The cellar petre should have formed right under here. Oh, I don't want to touch that. Let's see if we can find a few more deposits.
E giriamo un po'.
That should be plenty. Thank the maker.
Adesso andiamo alla fossa delle ossa a prendere l'altro materiale. Esterno di Kirkwall, fossa delle ossa.
We still need the Drakestone from the bone pit.
Prima di andare avanti metterei i punti ad Anders. Magia. E poi andrei avanti. Qua avevamo fatto tutto. Barriera è carino, però vabbè, prendiamolo, dai, conferma.
I hope the rest of the dragons haven't heard this place is on the market. Are you ready to go in?
Yes.
Ready as I'll ever be.
We'll have to look for Drakestone deposits along the sides. This looks like a Drakestone deposit. I need a scraping from the deepest part. There should be more further in.
E noi giriamo un po'.
That should be enough.
Bene, torniamo alla sua clinica. Torniamo a Kirkwall. Clinica di Anders.
There is one more thing I would ask of you, Hawk. And I can't tell you why. I must get inside the Chantry, without being seen. Will you talk to the Grand Cleric for me? Distract her long enough for me to do what must be done.
Cosa dovrei dirle?
What do you want me to talk about?
Food? The weather? What does it matter? No, talk of mages. Give her one final chance to hear what we have suffered. To pick a side. Perhaps she'll be more inclined to listen to you.
Ciò che deve essere fatto?
Tell me your plan.
You would not thank me if I told you. If you support freedom for mages, help me. That's all I can say.
Molto sospetto.
What is it you don't want me to see?
You said you believe in me. Again and again you have shown your support for mages. Then trust me now. I am doing only what is necessary.
Ma questa pozione esiste?
Was this ever about you and justice? Or have you lied this whole time?
I lied. There is no potion. But what we have gathered will bring freedom for more than just me and justice. It will help mages throughout Phaedus. In the face of that, one lie means little.
Perché non ti fidi di me?
I can't act blindly. Tell me your plan.
I am taking a risk. I would not see you drawn into it. But maybe your support of mages ends at talk. It's easier to support freedom if no one must die to achieve it. You cannot pretend friendship, then stop now.
Ma io sono tua amica.
Being a friend doesn't mean I have to agree with your every decision.
You cannot care for me and despise what I stand for. I am the cause of mages. There is nothing else inside me. Will you aid us now? Or does your support stop at the Chantry door?
Tell me what you would have of me then. But I won't forget you blackmailed me to get it.
I promise, whatever happens, it's on my head. It will not come back on you. Go to the Chantry. Talk to the Grand Cleric. I will join you when I'm done.
Questa cosa puzza tantissimo. E chiesa sia.
I'll find you as soon as I'm done. Thank you.
Andiamo a parlare con la madre superiora.
Maker's blessing, champion. Have you come to pray?
Vorrei parlarvi dei maghi.
So, hypothetically, if there were a group of people being brutally subjugated by another, wouldn't the Maker favor the oppressed?
You speak of mages. It's no secret that you count apostates among your friends, champion. You have done much to fan the flames of rebellion here. We must give Meredith and Orsino time to work out their differences. No good can come of showing favor to one side.
Ma perché no?
Couldn't you solve this problem if you just spoke out?
How would that help? Both sides make good points. Both have flaws. For 1,000 years, the Chantry has had to find the balance between them. That hasn't changed here.
Ma I maghi hanno bisogno del vostro aiuto.
I guess that means you're not ready to disband the Templars and set every mage free.
I feel for the mages, I do. I would not wish to be locked in the gallows. But I cannot take sides. We are all the Maker's creatures, but magic allows abuses beyond the scope of mortals. I only hope I can balance the needs of everyone. For if it comes to war, it is the people of this city who will lose.
There you are. I've been looking for you all over. Your Grace?
Your soul is troubled, child. I hope you found a balm for it here.
I wanted you to have this.
What's that? A pillow?
Hand embroidered by my mother. The only thing of hers they let me keep when I went to the Circle.
Why in the name of Andraste would you give that to me?
You've been a good friend, Varric.
You keep your pillow, Blondie. And may you have many more dreams of killing Templars on it.
Hawk. I didn't expect you here. But let me take this time to tell you how much I respect you. You've stood by me when I gave you every reason to turn away. Just remember, whatever happens, I wanted you to know that.
Che succede?
Why are you talking like this?
He'll still be here, you know. Justice. Long after you and I are gone. It doesn't mean the same thing to a spirit. He'll just go back to the Fade.
Stai per caso per tradirmi?
Usually people don't say things like that unless they're about to stab someone in the back.
None of this is aimed at you, Hawk. I think I've made that clear. I was hoping we'd find a better way, but justice and vengeance are too intertwined. I can't tell one from the other. You have been a better friend than I ever thought to have.
Come avete visto, Anders ha anche cambiato vestito, quindi è diventato ancora più dark, emo. Poverino, lo prendo in giro. Ciò che ci ha fatto fare non è bello. Io chiaramente so già che è successo, non vi spoilerò nulla, ma saprete che scoprirete il tutto anche voi molto presto. Con questo finisco questa puntata. Al solito vi ringrazio per essere stati con me e vi saluto alla prossima puntata dove finalmente inizieremo la parte finale di Dragon Age 2, sperando di riuscire a concludere il tutto in non più di 2 o 3 episodi. Grazie ancora e allora ciao ciao!